Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. Just want to give you a quick update after the strong move up that we saw in the last few days. Cardano is obviously retracing a little bit, and that is no surprise after all this this strong move up, which actually was around 53%. So naturally you have to get some profit taking, and I told you in the video earlier today that I'm a bit concerned because we don't really see a lot of structure here in this move up, and that a retracement is imminent, and that we have to have a retracement first of all to build a structure that is important, renew basically support levels, so that we can really continue to move up from here. So what am I looking at the Cardano chart at the moment here? So obviously we moved up, made basically here a higher high compared to the previous ones. Did not manage to hold here that previous high here at around $1.11, but we didn't need to, in my opinion. We moved up far enough, and now we're just retracing down a little bit, and we see a little bit more detail if we go to the 1 hour chart. And what are we doing here? I mean, we started to move down, obviously strong dip, then we saw a lower high, which is, I wouldn't call it bearish, but it's obviously part of that correction which is now ongoing, and we are heading further down. Is this already the trend reversal to the upside? No, I don't think so. I think what we're doing here at the moment, at least, is only a retest from below of that previous support. So we obviously came up, retested that previous high from here, that $1.11 level, as support, moved up again, made a lower high, then broke that. And now we are, I think, just what we are doing. We are moving up a little bit, yes, but I think all we are doing is retesting that previous support as resistance. And in my opinion, this will probably be confirmed as resistance. And from here, we could then move further down. Now that can take us down now. And let's take a look at the VPVR. So where could that take us? Here, this is clearly the next major resistance or support will be at $1.05. Okay, based on the VPVR, that support starts a little bit earlier. That's why we already found support there. I think at around $1.07. But a key level here will be that $1.05 level. If we zoom out further, we see that red line here. That's where most of the support will be based on historic volume. That's based on historic areas of trade. Okay, so would imagine we could move further down, especially if we retest that previous area of resistance, of support as resistance. Now, when could we expect a trend reversal back to the upside? I think a trend reversal back to the upside can occur as soon as, for example, we move through this $1.11 level. So if that is not retested as resistance successfully, but we move through here, we'll then make a higher low and also a higher high. So basically we have to move above, well, I would say at least the previous rejection point here at $1.14. So what I'd be looking at here is a move at least, let's say we break that, maybe retest that support again, move above that previous here, that previous point here, go higher, make a higher low, and that could then be a trend change again. An opportunity to get in then would potentially be here, in that dip. For that to happen, I would want, however, that price to move back above $1.11. It looks to me at the moment that we might go down lower. I mean, a bullish sign is that this was bought up here, that $1.07 level was bought up fairly quickly. So it could be that we actually move through this level here, and that would be important because we then do not accept this previous, the retest of that former resistance now support, or whatever, former support now resistance, and we would just move through here, and then you have a good chance to actually make that higher high, that higher low, and then start to go from here. For me, my buy order triggered again. So as you know, I do still dollar cost average into Cardano. My buy order was set at $1.08. I've got a slightly different approach. For me, it's more of a longer term game. And I try to catch the larger swings. And that was again here very, very much at the low here at $1.08, pretty much in that wick. My buy order triggered, but I think we are going to go a little bit lower, but for me that doesn't matter. I'm happy to sit out small price decreases. That's absolutely fine, because I know that Cardano will recover and Cardano will continue to move up here at some point. Doesn't need to be tomorrow, doesn't need to be next week, but it will do. And in that case, then I'm prepared. But we also have to acknowledge that as long as we are below this descending trend line, and that's another confirmation for me, as long as we are below this descending trend line, we are heading further down. And you can see it that way as well, that we can probably move a little bit higher, maybe even touch that trend line again, $1.11, yeah, maybe slightly higher, before we then should head further down. I think that is what is happening here, as we are back in a downtrend, okay? Only a short-term downtrend until we see, I think, back a reversal. The way the price is coming down here for me looks good. Yeah, looks normal for a retracement down. And it does not, this whole move up for me at the moment at least, does not necessarily look like a fake out, okay? What we saw here when we moved all the way up to 160, that was a much stronger rejection up there. Yeah, and we also had a nice accumulation down here. But still, we didn't have a lot of structure here, so it's hard to say. But that structure seems to be currently developing. So overall, looking okay. Generally, on the 4-hour chart, we can see that there is also a confirmation of possibly further downside. That would be in line with my expectation that we are probably heading a little bit further down. Yeah. We might just be retesting currently that former support as resistance. You have that 4-hour chart, MACD still bearish, yeah. Negative momentum still increasing. And let me take a look. What does the ADX do? No, that's all fine. But the MACD is turning down. Let's take a look on the 8-hour. Here on the 8-hour, the MACD is losing momentum, okay. We are still overbought. That is probably another reason why we're currently retracing down. We need to bring that RSI also on the daily a little bit down. I think the daily is only just starting to lose positive momentum. So you're probably going to get here a little bit further downside over the next few hours and maybe even days for Cardano, before Cardano could then have a good chance to turn around again. So that was a quick update about Cardano. Hopefully that was useful. If you liked it, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership for access to the Telegram live chat, the Discord server with a lot of additional content and my own buy and sell orders. And also you can get access to a weekly live stream. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.